and see what is what. Oh, I think we made it to the next town. Oh, we have. Okay, cool. Well, in that case then, get rid of the item finder for now. And we'll have a little wander around. Although I haven't said that, there might be still some stuff hidden around here anyway. So you know what? Let's have a little wander around, see if there's a Team Flare grunt in the way. Geosenge Town is the town of stones. Wonder why they're singing like that. Well, either way, I'm going to do some exploring because I saw a hidden item and, you know, finders keepers. A timer ball. I'll always gladly have a timer ball, which I will save for some of the stronger Pokemon that we'll encounter in the wild later on in the game, no doubt. Right, there was an item here. I don't want to go too far up to where that Team Flare grunt went. So let's just grab a few items, but so far absolutely nothing to be found on the item finder, so looks like we're going to be a little bit disappointed with stuff to be found. But that's absolutely fine. Let's get our Pokemon healed and then we'll explore Geosenge Town. Be an interesting place to explore. And also some new people to talk to, so hello. If you have a Pokemon that is pretty slow, give this one a try. Ah, Payback, okay. The Payback move doubles in power if it goes off after its target makes its move. Okay, so whichever the Pokemon that I battled against used Payback, yeah, that's why it didn't do that much damage. These big stones are pretty resistant to weathering, which has made them a symbol of the eternal for many people. Lots of folks even think the stones possess some kind of mysterious power. Who knows? Did you come here to see the big stones with your Pokemon? Maybe you'll get lucky and the stones will impart some of their power to your Pokemon. Oh, I don't know about that, but you know what? If it does happen, then maybe I will believe anything. Anyway, let's see. Ooh, another hotel. Okay. Oh, because the Hotel Marine Snow, located right here in cozy Geosenge Town, the town of stones. Okay. And where might you be from? Is that right? All the way from Vanderville Town. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Yep, even though this is going to be a very quick visit for me. I think your Eevee is great too. It makes me happy when other people make the same Pokemon. Same Pokemon? Like the same Pokemon as me. I get curious about people who like different Pokemon than I do. Hi. Okay. There's nothing else to say? That's fine. Nothing in the corner. Right, there's probably going to be that, what's his name, Mr. Bonding in these hotel rooms again. Let's see. The Kalos region is nice and all, but you should really check out my region. We have this town that you wouldn't believe. Ah, never mind. You'll see it in due time. Oop, I didn't mean to press the button again. There we go. No one here, but let me guess, in this room? Yeah, what a surprise, Mr. Bonding. How's it going, friend? I'm Mr. Bonding, the expert on O-powers. Let me ask you, just in case, do you need an explanation? No. Blah, 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 blah. What are you going to give me this time? Speed power level 1. I still need to use these things, but I always seem to forget. But in the meantime, that's another power from Mr. Bonding. And let's just keep on exploring and actually see if there's actually anything serious. Anything serious around here. I did see a building round here, what looked like a cafe, I'm going to assume. You're a pretty sophisticated traveller if you're here to check out the monument. Oh, I do like to indulge in a bit of culture every now and then. For some reason, a Pokemon will not evolve when it holds an Everstone. I have quite a few of them, so I'll share one with me as well. I mean, that's cool. But I am definitely not going to be giving that to any of my Pokemon anytime soon. Especially as I do want Eevee to evolve. I hear the history of this area goes back to ancient times. You could probably get the details from the guide in the hotel. Well, maybe I could, but it probably won't tell me much anyway, but Yeah, you never know. Anyway, what's around here? Ooh, a photo spot. Also, what's going on here? And in conclusion, the stones on Route 10 are lined up so they connect to Geosenge Town. Silage City's gym leader Grant is researching them, but much about these stones remains unknown. Oh, let me guess. Arranging these stones is pretty impressive, just like arranging these 3 NPCs conveniently so I can't go past here. Ah, what a surprise. Also, you know what? Let's call Phil the photo guy. I want to take a photo. Question is, what photo are we taking? Oh, you know, that's a pretty decent photo. Yeah, we'll go with that. Why not? Tell you what, let's zoom out a little bit so we get a bit more of the town in. There we go, that'll do. And we'll take that. Sure, yeah, we'll save it. Why not? And off you go. And let's see what we have around here. Not a huge amount right now, but I suspect there might be something more in the middle, so let's go around this way, even though I'm pretty sure I did see something else. Anyway, Geosenge Town. Quiet stones speak volumes. Nothing but rocks here, you say? No, you don't get it. This town has nothing else, so it's obvious how amazing the stones are. Okay then, I guess that's something. Also, I was going to say, that's where you went. Hear this, Pipsqueak. Team Flare is going to use the stones on Route 10 and a fantastic treasure to make everyone on our team happy. In this world, the ones who have power are the ones who win with Flare. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Oh hey, it's Serena. Jono, was someone from Team Flare here just now? Yes, there was. He was here, but he isn't anymore, is he? And the only thing past here is a dead end. There's something very weird about Team Flare. There is. Also, I was not expecting you to see you here, Serena. Also, wow, okay. Wait, hang on a minute. Let me get the item finder out, just in case. Well, that was a waste of time. Nope, looks like there's nothing to be found in terms of items. Question is, are any of these buildings enterable from the sides? By the looks of it, they're probably not, but there might be something worth seeing here. Oh, including a sign. These ancient stones are said to emit a mysterious power. Really now? So if I stand in the middle, do I get, I was half expecting I might have gotten obliterated or something. Hey, at least this is a building I can go into. Right, what have we got in here? Hello. Someone wandering for 3,000 years trying to find a Pokémon. I've heard a story about a man like that. But you can't believe everything you hear. Also, just a random distraction here. I'm just noticing Eevee seems to be constantly bouncing up and down on the bottom screen there. Do you want to tell me something, Eevee? Or are you just very happy? Maybe you're just very happy. Okay, I think you were just very happy. Alright, fair enough. Right, well, looks like there's not much else to see around here, so I guess the only logical thing we can do now is to see just where that Team Flare goon is off to, especially considering this is apparently a dead end. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. This, yeah, totally an ancient artifact, isn't it? It's more artificial than artifact, let's put it this way. Oh yeah, there's totally something going on here. But, unless we can find a way to open this up, I guess there's not much I can do. Although the big question is, where the hell did Serena go? Or rather, where the hell did those people that were blocking the road go? Well, either way, I guess we're done here for now because, well, we can't go into that suspicious place right now. Oh, you've moved. You've moved the tour along, have you? Hey, you. If you want to know more about the stones, come to the hotel. Oh, okay, maybe we can learn something more about the stones. Alright, you know what? Let's not leave town just yet. Let's see if we can learn more about these stones. Question is, where are you? Unless you're back in your own hotel room. Oh no, you're here. You saw those huge stones on Route 10, didn't you? Some of the bigger ones are more than 30 feet tall. And there are hundreds of millions of them. spanning more than a mile in all. I suppose it's possible that people put up those stones with the help from lots of Pokémon. But for what purpose? Why are they there? There are lots of theories about them, of course. Some people think they mark the burial site of warriors from ancient times. Others say they were built as family memorials, or that they were set up for a ritual to celebrate life. I don't know about all that, though. Personally, I think they might just be a kind of calendar. You see it all the time in astronomy studies. Ancient cultures used stones to track the movement of the sun. One thing is for sure, those stones are full of mysteries. Many believe that they contain some kind of mysterious power. I just hope it's a benign power that is watching over us people and Pokemon. Speaking of which, there are some mysterious stones in the neighbouring Shalor city too. Oh, okay. I guess we'll learn more about that. But speaking of learn more, I guess we're not going to get much more out of this after what we've heard, and seeing as we got the way open down this way. We'll go this way, but never mind. Lucario, what are you doing? Wait, is that the same person from before? It is! Hey, you're that trainer from Route 5. I'm not exactly sure, but I think Lucario is saying it wants to battle with you. Would you like to battle us? So I have 2 Lucario, but do you know which is the one that has taken a shine to you? Well, I don't know, it depends. Is it the first one or the second one that's taken a shine on me that is sent out? Because it's a bit unknown. Anyway, definitely don't use Eevee for this, so, you know what, ooh, do you want me to bring up my Lucario? No, I'm not going to bring up my Lucario right now, let's just use Quilladin for now. Well, if I think about that, I should have used Charmeleon, but let's just use Quilladin for the time being. Okay, Swords Dance, I mean, that's fine. Okay, you're just going to use Swords Dance all the time, which is a bit concerning. Yeah, I probably should have thought a little bit better here. Although, actually, if you're going to use Swords Dance, tell you what, if I get lucky, maybe Pikachu can paralyze you if you use a physical attack on me. Special defense harshly fell, but that's fine. Let me just use Nuzzle. Apart from the fact that, yeah, that didn't work at all. Great. Alright, well in that case then, if you're going to be a jerk, I am going to have to bring out Charmeleon after all. And then I'll bring out my Lucario. I really wish you learned a more powerful fire-type attack, Charmeleon, because really can't cut it with Ember, so let's try Dragon Rage. Assuming you survive this, which you probably won't. No. Alright then, well, if you're gonna be an absolute jerk, Lucario, I guess I'm gonna have to bring out mine, although it's a bit concerning that it is level 25, so whichever one is quicker is gonna be the one that's going to win. And I have a horrible feeling you're probably gonna be the quicker one, aren't you? You are, but you are wasting your time using Metal Sound. There we go. Good, good. Ooh, but now I'm up to level 26, which is good. So that should speed up Lucario a little bit. Nope, screw it. We're just going to stick with my Lucario. Hopefully my slight level advantage will help. Oh, of course it didn't. But luckily, this is the other Lucario without the raised attack stat, so this is good. Oh, how did you survive that? How did you... No way did you... That was hardly a bloody booster. How did you do that? Wow, I'm actually getting destroyed here. I am absolutely getting destroyed here. Oh, you are taking the piss, game. Come on. Although you kind of wasted your time using Feint there. I don't know why, but whatever. What? Not even my ultra-powerful Lucario duo could stand up to you? Well, I mean, they technically could have. That could have gone a lot better, admittedly, but then again, I am kind of limited by some of the attacks I have. So, do you remember that I'm the gym leader in Shalor City? Once you get past the cave just beyond here, you'll be there. So stop by and say hello. Well, that's good to know. One thing's for sure, I definitely need to do a little bit more training and just hope that, some of my Pokemon can learn some better moves. But in the meantime, let's just do a quick bit of healing. And dare I say it, I think I am going to once again turn on the experience share. Just to give some of my Pokemon a little bit more of a boost. Instead of just constantly bringing them out all the time. So let's just turn the experience share back on, but Eevee will continue to lead the pack. And hopefully we'll get Eevee to evolve into a Sylveon at some point. Although, that's a thought, I've not been paying attention to some of the TMs I've gotten. So, how about if we arrange the items here? So let's have a look. Let's see what we have. Home Claws, Venomous Shock, Protect, Frustration. Let's see. Oh yeah, False Swipe, but none of my Pokemon can learn that. Shadow Claw, that's always a nice one to potentially teach. Maybe not right now, but certainly a potential option. But other than that, I don't really have much in terms of moves, so let's leave that for now, and instead, let's head out of Geosenge and head down Miroir Way, or Route 11. Also, I immediately see battle opportunity. Right next to you, buddy. Next to you. Oh. Oh, you're not someone I wanted to battle. Oh, okay. Well, that was disappointing. I was half expecting a battle. Maybe I'll battle you instead. There we go. I use everything I have as a source of my power. My body, my spirit, and my emotions. Fair enough. Emmanuel, let's see what you have. Ooh, Solosis. Okay, if it knows hidden power like that previous Solosis, then that's not going to be ideal for Eevee, so I'm going to immediately switch just to be on the safe side. And just rely on Quilladin for the time being. If it's the exact same hidden power, then yeah, that would have been absolutely bad against Eevee, so probably just as well I switched. And there we go, Pikachu immediately grew to level 24. Ooh, Sigilif, okay. Well, seeing as we're on the subject of Pikachu, let's just use Pikachu right now. And first, we'll start with a good old nuzzle. Who doesn't love a good nuzzle? Ooh, Psybeam. Oh, and of course you confused me. Come on, game. Alright, we're going to take a chance anyway. Ooh, okay, luckily it paid off, but I don't know if this is going to be enough to knock out Sigilif. Oh, it is! Okay, nicely done there, Pikachu. I'm glad we didn't get completely screwed over by the computer there. And there we go, nice. You and your Pokemon were far more powerful than I could have imagined. Indeed. I used the power from my body, spirit, and emotions to foresee what tactics my opponents may employ. Well, I guess you weren't too obvious to my potential tactics there, but that was a good thing in my case. Anyway, time to quickly heal my Pokemon, and then we'll head back along that route. Alright, back onto Route 11, and I suppose I should get the item finder out just in case. Okay, there was something in this weird thing. I thought it was just a weird thing, but perhaps I should have been a bit more suspicious from the start. Anyway, new route, new Pokemon. Also, you are wanting to battle me at some point. Also, you look like a battle-specific, like fighting-type trainer. Might be worth bearing in mind. Maybe it's worth switching out one of my Pokemon to have like a better chance against some of these potential like Pokemon trainers we're gonna go against. Okay, we're getting a lot of fighting type Pokemon found around here, which probably is no surprise. It's definitely a sign of things to come. But let's see if we can find anything else. Oh. Okay, was not expecting Nidorino. Right, okay. Probably one of the few Pokemon I was not expecting to find on a random route like this. Okay. Like any other Pokemon that I can find around here? Ah, Dedenne. Alright. I mean, it's cute, but I'm not in a massive hurry to catch you either. Ideally, I would like to try and catch a Psychic-type Pokemon. But that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Unless I change my mind and just make Eevee evolve into an Espeon instead of a Sylveon. Alright, we'll try one more. I was about to say one more encounter, but nope, you kind of got in my way, so never mind. Ah, of course, Mean Foo. Because you were like a potential option I was going to use as a fighting type. Wow, level 28? Holy, okay, wait a minute. Level 28? Good grief. That's a bit higher level than I thought, actually. Okay, alright, I wasn't expecting it to be that high of a level. Okay, nice. Pretty strong needle arm, I have to say, but yeah, okay, I was not expecting you to be that strong. They've still managed to take you out, so that's good. But you know what? If we're going to potentially battle, what's her name? With the two Lucario. I wonder if I'm better off using my Mean Foo against it. Against those Lucario. Okay, I might have some ideas for some options here, like for some potential squad changes. I'm gonna head back, heal my Pokemon again, and I might switch some of my Pokemon around. And just see what would be best for me. Right, so Pokemon healed up, and I've decided to rotate my squad a little bit. Just to see whether we might have some luck with some potential challenges up ahead. And as you can see, I've decided that I'm going to bring back Psyduck because, well, Psyduck can potentially learn some Psychic-type moves, so it could be useful. And also, if we eventually meet some more Team Flare goons, I think Psyduck might actually be able to help out, so I brought Psyduck with me. But as you can see, I've decided to bring Mean Foo with me. That Mean Foo that I caught, I think, just before Ambrit's Town. Because I was kind of contemplating whether to maybe use Mean Foo, especially from previous experience of using this Pokemon in Pokemon Black. So I thought, let's give it a go, and yeah, if I can get Mean Foo to be pretty strong, and maybe potentially faster than those two Lucario, that whatever that person's name is, then maybe I might be able to hold a slight advantage. We'll see. But either way, we're going to go along with this for now, but yeah, I think because of this, I am going to keep the experience share on for now. So even though this probably will mean Quilladin might get a little bit over-leveled, it's the way it's going to go. Anyway, let's keep on going along Route 11 and see what we can find. I'll keep Eevee up front for now. Just so I can potentially see if I can get Eevee to evolve. Also, a holo clip received. Okay. Hey, it's Professor Sycamore. Hello there. Looks like you've almost made it to Shalor City. That's fantastic. It looks like your journey with your Pokémon around the Kalos region is going swimmingly. I wanted to tell you about a person in Shalor who knows a great deal about Mega Evolution. People call him the Mega Evolution Guru. I've told everyone else about him, so if you have a second, you should give him a visit. Okay, I mean, that sounds like a plan. So I guess that's where our destination is going to be. Also, conveniently, Charmeleon still knows Cut, so let's see what there is around here. Not much. Oh wait, I do see the TM there. When catching a Pokemon, sometimes the Pokeball you throw will rock only once. This is called a critical capture, and the more Pokemon you catch, the more likely it will occur. Indeed, but let's just grab this. Oh, it's just rock polish. And it's TM69 as well. I mean, nice, but why is rock polish TM69 of all numbers? Alright. Anyway, ooh, that'll be a double battle, but let's not go that way just yet. I'll get myself a Hyper Potion, and I'm just curious to see what's up these stairs. Apparently there's a hidden item around here. In here, another Thunderstone. It's the second one I've picked up in pretty recent times. Also, is that literally it up here? Oh, no. Care for a Sky Battle? I don't have any flying type Pokemon with me right now. Although I was contemplating bringing, Fletchling, or whatever that Pokemon was called, with me, but, I'm, not prepared for that. Also, I need to prepare myself for this potential double battle. So, not restore. Switch. Why switch all the way down there? Right, so obviously I'll start with Eevee, but I am, mind you, I might actually not do that. Let's just use potentially, like, arguably, two of my stronger Pokemon for this battle. But considering that one person's Pokemon was pretty higher level than I thought they would be, might have a bit more of a challenging time here. Level 28 and level 26, okay. I think we should just focus on one Pokemon at a time, so let's just do that. Okay, Psybeam, not going to do much. Wow, okay. Well, we can easily knock out this Machoke, but unfortunately, unless Mr. Mime goes after my Quilladin, it's going to get knocked out, so let's just see if we can get lucky. Nope, sure enough. I mean, that's fine. As long as we get rid of one of these Pokemon, then it's fine. But clearly, I do need to train up my Pokemon a little bit more. But in the meantime, let's just... Yeah, I'm just going to bring out Pikachu for now, unfortunately. Well, let's just give it a go anyway, and hopefully we can at least not have too much trouble trying to get rid of this Mr. Mime. Ooh, especially as Pikachu managed to go first, which is excellent. So we can now get the... Oh, wow, you were still able to attack before Quilladin? How? Well, whatever. You were pretty flimsy, to be honest, Mr. Mime. But yeah, I think I might need to do a little bit more training than I perhaps realise. But luckily, we do have a cave coming up by the looks of it, so we might have a chance to do some serious training there. But either way, I once again need to do some healing. Right. Pokemon once again healed up. Let's now go into Reflection Cave. Question is this going to be a big one, or is this just going to be one of those small places? But either way, let's have a look and see what we have. Okay, no cycling and no roller skating. Aw, that sucks. Also, wait a minute, this is kind of cool. This is pretty cool. To tell you the truth, I'm thinking of never leaving this place. I mean, I guess that's fair enough. Okay, bringing out Lanoon. Unfortunately, my Mean Foo is not going to be strong enough to properly take on that Lanoon, but yeah, I definitely need to prioritize training up my Pokemon a little bit more. So dare I say it, I think the experience share is probably going to have to stay on for a little bit. Also, it might be worth training up my Mean Foo a little bit more than I perhaps need to, considering it won't evolve into Mienshao until about level 50, if I remember rightly. So, yeah. I have to see if I can buff up my Mean Foo a little bit. Also, of course you survived that. Oh, come on, there was only one sand attack it used. Okay, now it's used two, but come on, it only used one sand attack. Don't be like this game, thank you. But sweet, level 30 for Quilladin, which is pretty nice. Takedown. No, not takedown. Well, I have Eevee Grizz at level 55. Oh, you also want to take down. What's with bloody takedown? No. No, I don't want anyone to learn takedown. There we go, so you're going to learn takedown as well? Oh, thank God for that you didn't. Oh, Mean Foo wants to learn double slap of all moves. I mean, really? Double slap? Also, actually, Mean Foo doesn't know any proper fighting type moves anyway, so yeah. Until you can learn some proper fighting type moves, I'm not going to be able to use you properly. To tell you the truth, I'm not even sure if this place is real. Well, I mean, we are standing in it, and it is kind of insane, what it looks like. To tell you the truth, I'm so enchanted by my reflection here, I'm thinking of never leaving this place. Okay, well, you can stay there. Well, actually, you're an NPC. And pretty much every single NPC in this game just stays where they are, so you know what? You fulfill the role of being an NPC perfectly there, buddy. Anyway, oh my gosh, it looks like some potential, like, different paths here. Okay, yep, I see that. An item. Alright, let's see what kind of Pokemon live in this cave. A Mr. Mime. Okay. Although technically it should be a Mrs. Mime, but there you go, that's the thing with this game. I suppose we could try... let's try battling, and let's see. Yeah, it's not going to do much, is it? I mean, it would be pretty cool to catch, I have to say, so you know what, let's try and catch this Mr. Mime. Or should I say, Mrs. Mime. Okay, just gonna use Light Screen, I mean, that's fine. Special Defense, again, that's actually fine. In fact, I'm actually kind of glad you've done that. Because I'm going to try and weaken you. Hopefully enough to catch you. Although, having said, actually, Thundershock's probably not going to do much, is it? But oh yeah, that hardly did anything. Yeah, that hardly did anything. All right, let's try Electro Ball. This might be slight overkill, though. Oh no, it's fine. All right. One more Electro Ball should do it, and then we'll go and catch this Mrs. Mime. Okay, we'll try and capture you now. Plenty of Great Balls, but I will say you could potentially be an option for the next gym, possibly. I'm undecided right now, but either way, we got ourselves a Mr. Mime. And let's have a little read of your Pokédex entry. Mr. Mime, the barrier Pokémon, and yep, sure enough, you're psychic and fairy. Emanations from its fingertips solidify the air into invisible walls that repel even harsh attacks. Okay, well, we've got ourselves a Mr. Mime. Now, I can't be bothered going... mind you, my Pokemon aren't too bad, so never mind. I was about to say, I can't be bothered going back to the Pokemon Center to heal my Pokemon, but... we'll leave it for now. Also, let's go this way. I have a feeling this might end up being a dead end after all this way. Ooh, Sableye. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh, we might have some options here. Ooh, okay. We might have some options here. Oh, you know what? First of all, let's... Oh, of course you can use Fake Out. Right, let's just lower your attack. And oh, of course you're going to use Detect. You know what? Might be worth just bringing out Pikachu again just to try and catch you. But this is going to give me some potential options for what would potentially be coming up later on in this adventure. Okay, just going to use Fury Swipes. Oh wow, the game actually didn't screw me over for a change. Makes a nice change. Okay, that did a little bit more damage than I thought, but that's fine. I'll just go and catch this Sableye right now. Oh wow, and it just broke out straight away. You jerk! How dare you break out more or less straight away? I'm not having that Sableye. Okay, if you're going to be a jerk, Sableye, I guess we're just going to have to try using another Nuzzle. There we go. Of course, you can use Fury Swipes again. At least it only hit me 3 times. Okay, let's see if weakening you that little bit has helped. If not, then, well, I think one more Nuzzle will probably still knock you out, so... Give it a go, but I'm not going to waste an Ultra Ball right now. Oh my god, no, I'm not having this, Sableye. I'm not having this at all. If you're going to be a jerk, Sableye... I don't really want to use an Ultra Ball right now, but... You're going to be one of those stupidly annoying Pokemon, aren't you? Oh no, you decided that you want to be caught after all. Thanks for making me waste all those Great Balls, game. Although I appreciate the level up at least, that's something. Pikachu wants to learn Slam. Probably one of my least favourite moves in this entire, gaming series. Because yes, it's strong, but my god, the accuracy is utter garbage. It's utter garbage, dude. The accuracy on this move. Hey, Psyduck grew to level 20, good stuff, and there we go, another new Pokemon added to the Pokédex. Sableye, the Darkness Pokemon. It hides in the darkness of caves. Its diet of gems has transformed its eyes into gemstones. Well, I mean, that's pretty cool. Anyway, there's an item around here, let's see. A Revive, okay, well that's cool. But less cool is the fact that so far there doesn't seem to be anyone that's willing to heal my Pokemon in here, so... Probably best if I just go all the way back to... the previous town, but Solosis though, okay. I was kind of thinking about, potentially contemplating the idea of catching you. Problem is, I don't think any of these other moves are going to weaken you enough. Or rather, it's going to be 2 overkill. Yeah, it's 2 overkill. Okay. Oh wow, that was enough to level up Mean Foo. Alright. I guess that's fine. Anyway, let's just quickly heal my Pokemon. And we'll continue going through this cave. But either way, it looks like this cave is going to be much bigger than I thought, which is totally fine with me. Right, back here once again. And again, a Pokemon stops me pretty much in the exact same spot as I got to last time. Also, Chingling. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about catching you right now. Let's just leave you alone for now. Let's see where this goes. Just an item. That's fine. I'll take the Nest Ball. That's absolutely fine with me. But either way, it looks like we've only got one way we can go. Yeah, that way is kind of like... The way to the right is definitely going in only like a one-way direction, so that's fine. Okay, let's run away for now, and we'll just keep on making our way through here. Also, I thought that was a shadow I just saw. Okay, let's see what kind of Pokemon emerge from the shadows. A Pharaoh Seed. Okay. Interesting. Let's just run away from now. I'm not in too much of a hurry to catch you right now. Instead, I want to battle you. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the strongest of them all? I would like to say me, but I am bringing a lot of Pokemon with me that kind of need an awful lot of training. So, probably not the most ideal for me, especially considering a lot of these Pokemon are like level 25. So, that's a bit concerning for me. I really should actually just like train up my Pokemon a little bit. With just battling against some of these wild Pokemon, just to try and level up these Pokemon a little bit more. Also, wow, that hardly did anything. Good grief, that hardly did anything. Alright, Pikachu, you're gonna have to come out for now. Yeah, I might have to rethink my Pokemon squad a little bit. Or at the very least, just do a little bit of training. Just to try and get through this place a little bit, because wow. These Pokemon are a little bit higher level than I would like them to be. Try Quilladin again. But yeah, this is not going to be ideal. Especially as you keep successfully using Vital Throw. My god, we've just managed to survive that. That's insane. Well, at least Eevee grew to level 26. Hawlucha. Okay, annoyingly, that would have been perfect for Pikachu. Let's just use Charmeleon for now. But I think either way, I think I am just going to have to prioritise training up some of my Pokemon a little bit. And of course, you know, Rock Throw, but that's fine. Let's just, okay. You're going to use another Rock Throw, so I think what I'm going to do, annoyingly, I'm going to have to use one of my Revives. I'm going to have to use Revive on Pikachu. I might need to heal up Pikachu a little bit more. Unless Eevee can pull off an almighty shock. Although having said that, you're probably going to use it as a fighting type move, so that was probably not a good idea. Well, you know what? What's the worst that could happen? Well, actually, I could use Baby Doll Eyes. Yeah, that was not a wise decision by me, so change of plan. Sorry to do this, actually, no, screw it. Sorry to do this, Eevee, but we're gonna give it a go. Actually, what's your best attack stat? Is it special attack or normal attack? Let's have a look. What's your current best stat? Attack by the slightest of margins. So I think based on that, let's just give it a go and just see if you're faster than it. Oh, of course you're not. Yeah, oh, of course it was a critical hit. Okay, I'm absolutely getting screwed over big time here. Okay, I'm gonna have to heal up Quilladin and just... Oh, wait, no I can't, because Quilladin's not gonna have a good time. Alright, we're gonna have to rely on Psyduck. God, that hardly did anything! Oh my god, I am absolutely getting screwed over big time here. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this on... who am I gonna use it on? It's gonna be a waste, but I'm gonna have to use it on Pikachu just for the sake of making sure Pikachu has enough health. But one thing's for certain, I definitely need to do more training. Definitely need to do some training, that's for sure. Oh, of course you're faster than Pikachu. But at least static took effect, so that's good. That's going to help out massively. Oh my god, no way did you survive that. I'm so glad you got paralyzed, because that was utter BS that you survived that. And I think on that note, yes, I definitely need to do some serious extra training here, so I think before we go any further, I think I need to dedicate some time to do some extra training, so I think that's what I'm going to do before we go even deeper in this place. Alright, so Pokemon healed, but before we go back inside, I think I am going to do a spot of extra training round here, just to help out my Pokemon a little bit. And I've also made a temporary change. I've decided to bring that, oh hello, a whole horde of Nidoran, okay. I've decided to bring that Mr. Mime that I caught with me. Just to give myself a bit of variety and also just to train up my Pokemon a little bit. And you can also see that I've temporarily said goodbye to Quilladin. That's only because it is like at level 31 I think right now, and it does not need any extra training right now. So just to avoid over-leveling Quilladin while I've got the experience share on, I've temporarily left Quilladin in the PC storage. But I'm absolutely going to train up these Pokemon. Just so we have a little bit more of an easier time while we're going through this cave, and hopefully we'll have an easier time once we get to the next city, before the next gym battle. But of course that probably means a whole lot of, you know, I suppose you could say a bit of a montage, I suppose you'd say I'll be doing now, just so I can get through this. Also, that hardly did anything. Wow, Psywave is horrible. Okay, you know what? Dealing with a horde is completely pointless in this situation. Although, having said that, considering there's only one female Nidoran, I'm going to assume you're like the rare one that we can find. So you know what, but then again, having said that, absolutely not worth it. Let's just get out of here. And we'll just focus on doing some training, and I will only come back if we encounter new Pokemon or we get level ups. Oh, well, there's a new Pokemon right here, Staravia. Actually, a flying-type Pokemon might not be a bad idea either, especially a Pokemon like Staravia. And eventually Staraptor. Okay, we might have some options here. Okay. In fact, I might want to prioritize trading up the likes of Staravia instead of maybe using that Mr. Mime. So you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to catch this Staravia and I'm going to immediately bring it into my squad and train it up. And of course you're going to use double team. Well, as long as I can get the Nuzzle on. I was going to say I'll then switch to Eevee and use Swift, but that might be too much. However, I think a Nuzzle will be fine. Yes, it is, actually. Okay, that's good. That's actually really good. Okay. Right, now let's catch Staravia. And I'm going to immediately bring you into my squad. I probably would have used Fletchling and evolved that. But I don't know, I'm going to give Staravia a go. Kind of reminds me of when I did my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play. Even though I don't remember much about that Let's Play these days. Anyway, Staravia, the Starling Pokemon. They maintain huge flocks, although fierce scuffles break out between various flocks. Oh dear, are they always in constant disagreement or something? Well, either way, I think I might have, in terms against fighting type Pokemon, I think I might have better luck using the Staravia rather than the Mr. Mime, especially considering Mr. Mime only knows Psywave, and it's a pretty useless move in my opinion. Okay, so I've got Staravia with me, but we're not going to bring it out just yet. I'm going to focus on training up Eevee a little bit and just see whether we get lucky enough to get you to evolve into a Sylveon at some point. We shall see. Anyway, I'm just going to do a couple of these battles, see if I can get my Pokemon leveled up a little bit more, and then we'll keep on going. Hey, Charmeleon grew to level 25, but other than that, nothing else there. Psyduck grew to level 21, good, but still quite some way before we can get any stronger. Ooh, wait, this is a new Pokemon encounter that I've not yet seen here. A Stunky. Okay, you're a new Pokemon. Alright, in that case then, you know what, Eevee? Let's see if you can take on this Stunky. I mean, that's not bad going. But apparently, a fairly big skunk is quicker than Eevee. Really, game? Well, either way. Should be a nice, simple one for you to win, Eevee. There we go. Probably should have caught you thinking about it, but never mind. Hey, but at least it resulted in me and Fu growing to level 20, so I guess that's something. Right, let's just keep on battling for now. Oh, another new encounter, a Nidorina. Okay. Interesting. I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, give it a go, Eevee. Let's see if we can knock out Nidorina. Ooh. If it knows double... I mean, it's not going to be the strongest of attacks, but still... not ideal. I should have realised it knew double kick, so that's fine. Alright, in that case then, Pikachu, you can come out and take care of this Nidorina. Should be no problem for you, Pikachu. Oh wow, that was a critical hit. There we go, now static took effect there. Good stuff, and then we'll finish it off with an Electro Ball. That should easily level up Eevee. I would say it might be getting close to evolving, but considering it did get knocked out in that one battle, that might have undone that work a little bit, but hopefully it still won't take too long to level up Eevee. We'll see.